Hey guys, it's Andrew from the Las Vegas Advisor reminding you to click on the link in the description box below to get your 2025 Member Rewards coupon book. Food coupons, gambling coupons, all kinds of cool stuff to do in that Member Rewards coupon book. You can also use the code word Andrew for a minus $5 discount off of your Member Rewards book. Link in the description box below. Hi, and welcome to our monthly Jackpots episode for the month of September. We're going to start off with a new jackpot, kind of a cool one, kind of a different jackpot. What's going on at the Golden Gate, Anthony?
Well, we're talking about them taking out their table games.
That's right.
So where's the jackpot there?
Where is the jackpot there?
Well, it could be that people are going to be playing tables, so they'll be playing machines.
That's right.
So they're getting more jackpots.
Okay.
But that's not what it is.
I know.
Okay. So here's what they're going to do. Everyone's kind of complaining. You know, I think we've got a picture up that shows the Golden Gate before and after.
Uh-huh.
All right. After it was all of the table games cleared out. So people are going, man, this is lousy. You know, another bad thing in Vegas. And Derek Stevens came up with an idea.
And what was that?
How about free drinks?
Happy hour, baby.
Every day, starting September 18th, from 6 to 7 in the evening, every day, they're saying that all drinks at the bar are free.
That's awesome.
To everyone.
Okay.
You don't have to be playing. It's an open bar, and apparently call brands. Now, you know, that remains to be seen, but apparently call brands as well.
Call brands are great. Call, well, so it's anything but premium.
I think premium as well. I mean, it says all. You know, all seems to mean all.
Okay.
So we'll find out. I mean, there's a lot of things about this that remain to be seen. Like, who's going to be partaking?
Right.
You know, I mean, like
what kind of people is it going to attract? Free anything attracts, anybody who wants something for free.
I'm not saying there's a lot of homeless people in the area.
Right. But there's a lot of homeless people in the area.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's one thing. Second is, what are the crowds going to be like?
Right.
You know, how do you play that? I think you kind of maybe go early and stake out a place.
Okay.
You know, maybe play a little video poker at the bar and stake out a seat. Anyway, it's a different kind of jackpot, so it made the show.
And we have some updated jackpot news on the reporting threshold. What do we got, Anthony? What are we finding out?
Well, this is the thing we've been talking about, where the Big Beautiful Bill, or as we called it, the Big Beautiful Boondoggle, because of what it's doing to reporting. But supposedly part of that was a raising of the reporting threshold for jackpots from 1,200 to 2,000.
Okay.
And we've been saying all along, we're not sure if that's so. But that might, apply to something else like 1099s or something. But in a letter that was penned from the AGA, American Gaming Association, to the Department of Treasury and to the IRS, they make specific notation of it, that the $1,200 threshold has been raised to 2,000.
Okay.
And it looks like they're acknowledging it and that this is going to happen.
So this is beyond rumor now. It seems to be acknowledged.
Well, I don't know. Again, it's not for sure, but it's certainly, this letter seems to indicate that this is what's going to happen. We think Margot K. sent that to us just a couple of days ago, so we squeaked it in here, and I don't know, read it for yourself and see what you think.
And this is an ALOHA jackpot from James O. And he says, ALOHA, LVA. We made a special trip to take advantage of the LVA coupon for a free drink at the Sand Dollar Bar at the Plaza. Unfortunately, the bar was closed for a private party, so we decided to play Ultimate X there. After playing for a while, I had a hand with a 7 times multiplier on the third line, but was dealt nothing. Disappointed, I drew 5 and was surprised to find a natural royal flush on that third hand. The message came up, call attendant, jackpot, 1,400, my draw dropped, 1,400 on nickels. Can you believe it?
Yeah, that's pretty wild. Well, he had the 7 timer.
Right.
He gets nothing. He redraws, and it hits on the 7 timer.
Unbelievable.
Right? The royal would have been good anywhere. So it's a nickel game. It's 200, but it's times 7, so it's a $1,400 jackpot.
That's why you play Ultimate X.
Yes, well, that's why people play Ultimate X.
That's right.
Pretty cool. Interesting about the redraw. Most people don't realize that your chances of getting royal on a redraw are greater than your chances of getting it on the original 5 cards dealt.
That's right. You explained that to me.
Yeah, and the reason being is that once you're redrawing, you've already thrown away 5 cards. So you're drawing to 47 instead of 52.
That's right.
And there's no high cards there because you've thrown them all away. You may have thrown if there was no 10s in there, then you've got all the high cards in the 10s. So you've got a better chance of hitting the Royal. Most people don't realize. What's also cool about this is all the things they were doing with the LVA member rewards book at the plaza, which he went on. I think there's more to that where he explains.
That's right. He says, we used the LVA BOGO, buy one, get one, at Pop-Up Pizza, and got to meet Jonathan Jossel walking the casino floor, who validated our parking since the Sand Dollar was closed. Later, my wife said, too bad we weren't playing at the Sand Dollar for the LVA 500 Royal Flush bonus, right? Because you get the coupon.
Right.
But we'll be back in October for a second chance at that. Way to go. That's positive.
Yeah. You know what? Again, the plaza, if you're an LVA member, go to the plaza.
Yeah.
They take care of our people. Good on them. Good on you. Congratulations.
All right.
Okay, so I'm going to introduce the next one.
Yep.
Because it's you again.
Yes.
Our very own, which I thought was your first 25-cent Royal Flush for 1,000, but no, you've done that before. It turns out.
I have.
But this was your first 25-cent multiplied Royal Flush.
That's right.
Tell us the story.
So I'm at the Whiskey Bar, the WSKY bar at an Inspirata, because I'm watching my parents' dog and giving
Near
the dog.
Henderson.
Yeah, near Henderson, giving the dog a walk. This is a great place, by the way. The service is really great. The food is really great. Nice view. Wonderful people. But I'm sitting there. I'm having a Coors Light, and just unbelievably, I got a Royal Flush with a 3 times multiplier for $3,000.
Andrew, you keep graduating.
Yeah.
You keep going up, right?
Yep.
If you were pennies and nickels and quarters, now quarter multipliers.
That's right.
I mean, what's next, man?
Dollars.
Bring it.
So as you guys know, we have been promising to get through the jackpots a little bit faster and with more. So in this lightning round, we have 16, Anthony.
16, count 'em, man.
All right.
Okay, let's start.
And this first jackpot comes to us from Bridget W. at Palace Station. She hit the progressive for $17.79. Wow.
Holding 1.
Holding 1. That's right.
And she said it was her last play from $20.
Incredible.
$20 left. $20 started. Last play, last spin, hit for $17.79.
Incredible. That's fun when it happens, especially when you're getting down towards the end. And this next jackpot comes to us from Charlie M. at the South Point. He held 1 and got aces with a kicker for $2,165. And then he was dealt a Royal Flush for $4,075 on the same machine.
Same machine, same day, same play, $6,240.
Way to go, Charlie.
Beautiful.
I think we know Charlie. I'm not sure if it's the same Charlie, but there's a Charlie who came to the Downtown Grand when we were doing the blackjack tournaments. I think that's him. All right, up next, Anthony, we have Barry F. from a casino unknown.
Yes. Here's what he wrote. He didn't say where the casino was. He said, no real story to this one, just a nice 20K Royal.
Wow. That's incredible.
Yeah, those are nice. That is nice. Playing a $5 game, those things happen.
Now, I just want to say that's an expensive game.
Oh, yeah, it is. But I actually do know Barry.
Okay.
And Barry plays big games.
Okay, Barry.
But Barry also reported on this that the Brooksies taxable bonus is no longer. So we talked about that last month, and they did it for the month of August, but it's no longer available in September.
All right, so Barry is balling and playing big and giving us info on Brooksies. Thank you, Barry. Now this one comes to us from James S. on a Virgin Cruise $10,000 slot jackpot on Scarlet Lady Cruise. This is his first reportable after playing for decades and living in Las Vegas, but really cool on a cruise.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, obviously lots of gambling on cruise ships. We're going to talk about this at some point. There's lots of opportunities on cruise ships with the advantage slots, but they don't like it.
Right.
We'll get into that on another show.
Right, and this one comes from Stacy D. at Paris, and watch the video. How about that?
Here we go. We got my sister here. She's getting herself a hand job. I mean a hand pay here. She kept 2 to a Royal. We're here at the Paris on the 10X.
And she got herself a 4-timer on that bad boy.
So, we're giving a big shout out to Anthony and Andrew. We got to see her get on the show. Whoopee!
Yeah.
Hey! Big funds.
Yeah, nice one. She hit for $8,000. 50 center.
Incredible.
For 2,000, but on another multiplier, 4 timers for 8,000. By the way, this is the sister of Chris D, who has sent us several jackpots. So Chris always comes through with the video. Thank you.
And this one comes to us from Chris M. at the Fountain Blue. It is a $2,400 hand pay on Flaming Hot Pots slots.
Another slot machine jackpot. 88-cent bet.
That makes me feel so good that you can still get a hand pay on an 88-cent bet.
88-cent bet. That's a big payoff for 88 cents, man.
All right, this next one comes to us from Linda W. at Harrah's Laughlin. Laughlin, always a fun place to go. Another slot jackpot for $18,600, Anthony. Can you believe it?
Yeah, we have to put these in. You know, we're not all video poker. You know, we don't have a single Keno jackpot in this one, but we got a few slot jackpots.
Okay.
So, hey, man, if you can hit them, hit them.
And here's another $20,000 jackpot from Kathy S. at the Aria. And Anthony, she writes, pretty terrible pay schedule, but if it hits, does it matter? Smiley face.
She called me smiley face, or just a smiley face?
Yeah.
Okay. It wasn't a terrible game. It's kind of a terrible game for a casino, you know, a 98%er. But does it matter? No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you hit it. No, it doesn't. It matters before.
Right.
Right? After it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what kind of game you were playing when you just hit for 20K.
You beat the odds.
But it matters before. You got to look for the better game. 98% isn't too bad.
All right, Anthony. This one comes to us from Canada Roy's nephew's friend. What does that mean?
Okay. Canada Roy is one of our best contributors to Las Vegas Advisor. Is Roy K.
Okay.
And I guess he was here with his nephew, and his nephew's friend hit the jackpot. Here's the video.
No way! We got one. We got one. $2,000, I think, right? Thank you, sir. Yeah, should be. Keep going. Hell yeah! You have quarters or dollars? 50 cents. 1,000. One of us was due. Wow. Oh, yeah.
Well, it looks like Aria. Is that Aria again?
I think so. I mean, look at that big escalator in the back. I think it is. But it went on. Canada Roy wrote to me on this. He said, and this is interesting because he's from Canada. He says, it's a $2,000 jackpot. He hit it for 50 cents. But he goes, but that's $2,773 Canadian. And once he files the proper paperwork, he'll get the 30% withholding tax refunded completely.
Interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting because, you know, everybody talking about the Canadians not coming to Vegas. And what they're never bringing up is the exchange rate. That the Canadian dollar is worth less than the American dollar by quite a bit now. So it costs them more to come here. But if they hit something here, it's the reverse.
Interesting.
So he's getting $2,000 American dollars. When he goes home, that's worth $2,700 and more. All right, so it's a big deal, and Roy makes it, correctly says they'll take the withholding off the top, but when he files the proper tax forms, he'll get it all back, and he'll have gotten a $773 bonus on the exchange rate.
All right, and this one comes to us from Mike C. at Caesar's Palace, Shockwave Poker. He's got quads.
Yeah, so you know how Shockwave works.
Yeah, explain it to us, Anthony.
All right, on Shockwave, if you get a quad, you get 4 of a kind, then it goes into Shockwave mode.
The feature mode.
Yeah, and on the next, you have 10 hands to hit another one. And if you hit another one, you get 10 times the normal payoff.
Incredible.
So he hit one for $100, but he made $1,000 on his jackpot.
Wow.
Because he hit it. He hit it on the 10th play, on his 10th hand.
Now, I've played Shockwave, and I got to tell you, I stopped playing Shockwave because I felt like it was so hard to get a 4 of a kind within 10 hands.
It is hard. It's hard enough to get a 4 of a kind, and you don't expect to hit it again within 10 hands. Yeah. But that's why it pays 10 to 1.
Incredible.
Right? So that's what happened. And there was one more bit to this. He also wrote that the beautiful bartender Brenda walked over and saw he was in Shockwave mode with 1 to play and said, good luck. And he thanked her. And he said that's why he hit it, because the RNG, she stopped him just in time for the RNG to be where it had to be for him to get that second quad.
Well, thank you to Brenda.
And somebody gets that. He understands.
Yeah.
If Brenda hadn't come over, he probably wouldn't have hit it.
Wild. And this one comes to us from Denise F. at South Point, and there is a glare on the photo, so you got to look in the upper right-hand corner for the $200 Royal, playing 5-cent, 10 line. What does she say, Anthony? Her husband laughed?
She said her husband laughed when she said she's sending it in.
Yeah.
No way.
That's right. Send them in. It's still a jackpot.
It's all relative, man.
Yeah.
A Royal's a Royal. Remember when you used to hit nickel Royals and we used to put them up?
I just hit one recently, and I was so enthusiastic.
A Royal is a Royal.
Yes.
So thanks for sending this. And by the way, we went all the way back to 2022 for this one.
All right.
So those of you who are waiting, hang in there. We're going back and looking. And one more thing, all the way from 2022 up till now, last month, South Point doubled the amount it takes to earn a club point.
Oh, really?
So they went from a really strong 0.3% Players Club bonus to 0.15%, which is kind of normal now.
All right.
Just so people know that.
And this next jackpot comes to us from Uriel G. at a casino unknown. It says, I've been dealt a royal flush once or twice before, but I've never had this happen. What do you call a dealt royal on the draw? A drawn royal?
Well, I know. I think it's another redraw.
Right.
Another redraw royal.
Okay, it's a redraw royal.
We talked about this at the top of the show, where it's easier to get a royal on a redraw than it is on the initial 5 cards.
Right.
But then why does it seem so rare?
Why? Why does it seem so rare?
It seems so rare because you don't redraw very often. All right? So every hand you play, you have a chance to get that dealt royal flush. But how many times do you throw away 5?
Right, it's
very
rare.
few times. So you have so many fewer opportunities to get it. So even though it's more likely, it happens less frequently. And that's why people say, man, this is crazy. It must be harder, but it's not.
Interesting. Now you know. All right, now this is another big slot win from Becky R. at Planet Hollywood. From Buffalo Stampede, Anthony. This is an older version of the game.
Yeah, the original, I believe, right? I think so. Or it's one of the early ones.
$23,619. Wow.
Banging the Buffalo, man. $23,000. She walked over from Cosmo and for breakfast and hit a big Buffalo.
Blondies. Yeah, you go to Blondies for breakfast.
Yeah, there you go.
This one comes to us from Kevin M. at Grand Victoria in Elgin, Illinois. $1,400 combo with aces hitting twice, including a kicker.
Yeah, he gets 3 he gets 3 aces. He gets 5 shots at it. You hope to hit one.
Yep.
He hit it twice. But tell him the real reason we ran this jackpot. Read his comment.
Well, he comments here. He says, thank you for the time, energy, and everything else that goes into the making of the weekly shows. There's something I look forward to. Well, thanks, Kevin.
Well, when he says time, energy, and everything else, there's more of that goes into this jackpot show than anything.
It's a lot.
I was so glad to see somebody write that because, man, this show takes a long time to put together.
Yeah.
But it's fun.
And this jackpot comes to us from Vegas Vic at the Flamingo. And he writes, this happened several years ago, but I thought you'd find it interesting. I hit a royal at the Flamingo in 2011. On my next trip, I specifically chose to play the same machine again. I always take a picture when I hit my royals, and when I hit the second one in 2012, I realized that the jackpot amount looked familiar. Going back through my phone pictures, I found the first hit almost exactly 1 year earlier. Check the amount.
It's the same amount.
Wow.
1 year later, he goes to the same machine because he got lucky.
Yeah.
It's got a progressive.
Yeah.
It hits the exact same number, 1,034.
Incredible.
I mean, the pennies are a little bit off, but I mean, good Lord.
Talk about a ghost in the machine. I think this machine likes you.
It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. I'd be going back 1 year later waiting for 1,034 and then jam it in.
That's right, Vic. This should be your yearly trip to that actual game.
Lots of jackpots, Andrew. Lots of strange things happen, I'll tell you.
All right. Now, we saved this one for last. This is a triple banger. This is from Scott L. Take it away, Anthony.
4 queens, he started. What this guy did in 24 hours is unbelievable.
Yeah.
All right, so he starts at the 4 queens, where he's playing the suited royal flush game.
It's a fun game.
Yeah, it's fun. So the royal flushes are different in every suit.
Right.
And the highest royal flush was 6,373 in spades. He hits that royal flush in spades.
Incredible.
So he does the best thing. All right, the next morning, but still within 24 hours. So he slept on it. He goes to the D, and he plays the aces bonus machine, where you get the big jackpot if you line up 4 aces exactly ACES.
Right.
Really hard to do.
So hard to do.
And he does that too. All right, for $1,000 because he did that on a quarter machine, just like hitting a royal. And finally, he's feeling lucky, so he goes to the Golden Gate to play the LVA coupon for the $100 bonus. And he plays 5 play, and he's dealt a royal flush on 5 play.
Wow.
So he goes all within 24 hours.
Yeah.
He hits the highest jackpot on the four-way suits. He lines up the aces, and he gets dealt a royal on 5 play.
I mean, this is like $12,000.
About $12K he puts together in 24 hours.
Wow.
On 3 very unlikely occurrences.
Yeah.
None of those things has ever happened to me, ever, let alone 3 in 24 hours.
Unbelievable. Well, Scott, you got the triple banger.
It's a great way to end the show.
It really is. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. The more comments you leave, the better for the algorithm. Also, share the videos, and then more people will be able to see them. Do you have anything to add, Anthony, before we go?
No, just that it takes some time, but these things are amazing.
Yeah.
You know, it's just we go through these jackpots that people send in. I can't believe it. You know, eventually you're going to start believing that AI is doing this, but they were coming in. Some of these were coming in before AI became a thing. So
sometimes people see me and they'll show me their phone. They'll show me their jackpots, and I bet that happens to you too.
It's all the time, man.
It's a lot of fun. Thank you again, and Beer Friday next week.